This would probably go better if I didn't keep inventing errands for myself to run instead of working on what I'm supposed to be working on. Oh man, I am tired. I've been sick all week. It really, really chews up my energy reserves. It's one of those funny things. Like, I wake up, I have the energy and desire to do things, but that's when I need to go do the important errands today. So I eat something, get ready, get sick, feel tired, feel sick for an hour or so, pull myself together, go run my errands, come back from my errands. It's time for lunch by that point. Eat something, get sick, wait an hour or two, and then I'm just exhausted and unable to apply the energy to doing anything. But at the end of the night, I start doing this stuff, and I get excited about working on this stuff, but start nodding off too soon to be able to do much of anything. So I think what I'll probably do is see if I can. God, I wish that would stop. I will have to postpone 2 videos, the edited videos for this week, till next week. I might do 3 videos a week for the rest of the month. That might be the way I end up doing it. That makes some sense. But I mean, tomorrow's Friday still, so Friday, Saturday, and sort of Sunday at this point to get the writing started and posting over to Tumblr. And I want to get some video editing done for the Roving Jack channel to get it over to South Carolina so that they can approve it for posting the week after this next week. And then see if I can get some editing done for North Carolina, which I can post for this coming week. I don't have a lot of energy today. I'd forgotten how much this sickness can wipe you out for days on end. It's every meal I eat, too. Every meal I eat just makes me sick. I think we're close to day 7 of it. No. I was alright for the first 2 days of the week. I had a little bit of a stomach ache or something, but it's not like the rest of the week. So it's been about 5 days. I have very little energy. And I will post the Tumblr. I'll post the Tumblr elevator pitches, essentially, for the 3 stories tonight. I know I said I'd do that last night. I'm going to make myself do it tonight. It's a qualification for letting myself go to bed. And I did it even at 5 minutes, and I'm like, well, that's everything. Good night. I'm afraid to eat again because I know it's just going to make me sick and wipe me out even more. But I feel like I could probably write the short story in a couple days. There was a few years ago where I wrote, I gave myself a challenge to write a short story every day for a month. And so for a month, I wrote a short story every day, usually about 1,000 to 3,000 words minimum. And I know I can knock out usually a short story in a day. At my current energy levels, it's possible that I will get half of a short story in a day. And it's usually just like a couple hours of writing, 2 hours, maybe 3 at the most if I want it to be like a 5,000 to 7,000 word short story. And then the novella, because it's going to be in the range of 30,000 to 50,000 words, I'll probably do that in a week. Now I've written 50,000 words in 9 days before, so a little more than a week. I've also done it in 3 days, but it's just a slightly different style of story. And the novel, which I want to actually end up being something more like 80, 90 minimum. So 80 to 90,000 words minimum. It'd be nice if I could get it up to 120,000 words. I think that would be around the right sweet spot for the topic that I want to write this book on. But, oh man, I tell you what, this is just doing me in. My body's not absorbing what it needs to fuel what I'm doing. So, got my Tumblr up here. Even left it open last night so that I'd know how to return to it. No, that was the priority on my page. And I'm probably going to keep this simple tonight. So, elevator pitch for the 3 stories. And then I may see if I can make myself do a little bit more of the longer description of the story for each before I go to bed tonight. Bare minimum, at least get the short story and the novella at least roughed out. And then novel tomorrow. I do have to go get some things done before Sunday, but I'm going to do my very best not to leave the house for the next Friday, Saturday, and early half of Sunday, maybe. So I can just focus on what I need to be working on. It's a little too much of that. Like, sometimes when I commit myself to doing some writing or some big creative project, it's always like every day some stupid little level of must do this, must do that gets in the way. And it's always something that, like, it has to be done, but doing it achieves nothing that forwards my life in any meaningful way. And it's sort of like, oh, 2 days from now you're going somewhere and you need a certain shirt for to look good for this thing that you need to do, and that shirt's over in storage. You get caught in a traffic jam for an hour and a half, and on the way back you have to stop to get groceries, and it's just like by the end of doing this thing, it's you've used 5 hours of your day to get this stupid freaking shirt or something like that. And like, if there was a way to just be able to say, like, okay, look, tell me all these stupid little things that are going to get in my way for the next 7 days. I will set up a schedule and do them all in one day, and then the rest of the week is mine to do what I need to do. But no, of course it can't be that way. It's always going to be some 10-minute thing that takes up 4 hours of every day that I'm doing stuff. It's frustrating. I'm used to it in November, especially when I set a challenge for myself to write to 50,000 words in a month. And unavoidably, I know, and that's why like 50,000 words in a month is where I usually set my limit of what I'll do. Because I know I can do more than that in a month. I can do more than that in 2 weeks. But I set my schedule up with enough dead space in it to take care of those obnoxious little things that get in the way. But it really feels like they're all happening right now. It also feels like if I don't plan for this appropriately, I'm going to get nothing done for weeks. So my big focus for tonight is to finish up the blurbs for what I'm writing for Tumblr, and then go nowhere for tomorrow, go nowhere for Saturday, to see if I can make sure that I get some productive work done. I gotta set like an alarm or something to make sure that I don't let any more of this slide away from me. Because I mean, at this point, being as sick as I am, I am exhausted 10 hours into my day. And the energy to do the things I need to do just is there. I wonder if taking a nap midday might help. I mean, I'm still going to lose the time. But if after a nap I get enough energy to pursue those things again, refreshed, I think I need to start thinking about that. All right, well, that's about all I've got to share tonight. So I think I'm going to call it here. It's sort of a stressful night. I will come back tomorrow, hopefully with something more productive to share.